Hey yo, how's it going, beautiful people of the interwebs? We're doing a Ripple video. Ripple lovers, Ripple haters, whether you love or hate Ripple is irrelevant. We're doing a Ripple video either way. I want to be the first person to tell you guys when I'm wrong. I want to be honest and 100% transparent, and I'm wrong. I was wrong, okay? I was wrong. I made a price prediction that Ripple was going to hit $1 by the 17th, and that's 4 days ago. 4 days ago, I said Ripple was going to hit $1 by the 17th, and I didn't get it right. I was wrong, okay? I was wrong. And Ripple's at 70 cents. Doing a Ripple video because, one, I made a Ripple prediction that was going to go back up to $1 by the 17th, and it didn't make it. And I wanted to say, I was wrong. I was wrong. I made a price prediction. It was wrong, okay? But really, the video today is more about some Ripple news that came out that I didn't want to ignore because I know you guys like Ripple. I like Ripple. We're Ripplers. We're Ripplers, okay? So we're looking at 3 big problems Ripple investors can no longer ignore. Well, we've been doing a good job ignoring them so far. So let's look at what these 3 problems are. And if we move down, Ripple, 2 dilemmas for Ripple XRP token. Well, we went from 3 to 2, so we're already doing pretty good. I mean, we started off with 3 big problems, and now we're down to 2 little dilemmas. Already, that seems pretty good. I don't even know where that 3rd problem went, but it's out. It's gone. We don't even know about it. Talking about Ripple, they're looking at the Ripple use looking forward. They're saying that Ripple has a strong return in the short term, but they're saying Ripple long term, they don't know. They're not really sure. So in the near term, Ripple token is not a bad investment, says Juan Villaverde, editor of Weiss Ratings, who has been covering cryptocurrencies since 2012. What puzzles me, though, is how XRP owners can hope to profit from Ripple's long-term trajectory. He notes that Ripple investors could make a nice return in the short term, but there's 2 big dilemmas, he says, that could not be ignored about the token as an investment for long-term returns. Now, first thing he says is the parent company Ripple is relying heavily on making deals with banks and financial institutions to help them tokenize their fiat to cut costs. Now, the Ripple network is merely a transfer vehicle. It's used to transact fiat from Ripple and then back to fiat. His banks are not even obligated to use XRP. In fact, someone's saying a whole new set of tokens are going to be issued for fiats, and each fiat will have its own token. Here's an interesting thing that they talk about. One of the biggest challenges Ripple actually faces is that it's a centralized company, which makes it not as resilient to government clampdowns. Therefore, it would take a whole lot less for a government or a controlling entity to shut down Ripple. It would take a lot less effort than it would for them to shut down actually true decentralized cryptocurrencies. Ripple runs a risk of if it threatens the bank's established quo too much, they could get shut down. The banks could just push the governments to shut down Ripple. Ripple's going after the traditional financial investment structure, which is controlled by governments. And so if any government decides to move against Ripple, it'll be very easy for them to shut them down compared to Bitcoin or any of the other true cryptocurrencies. Now, one does not need to be an expert to speculate what would happen to the price of XRP if that happened. So if banks see Ripple as a threat to their current business model, they'll just tokenize their own assets and then force regulations on Ripple that'll shut it down. And so here we can see one of the issues that they are speculating might be happening with Ripple. Even though global networks like SWIFT may be technologically inferior to Ripple, the XRP token would simply not be needed because institutions and governments certainly will, and some already have, issued their own tokens to maintain full control of their monetary systems. Of course, why not? It goes on to say that Bitcoin's open access decentralized protocol is almost impossible to shut down and regulate and block out. And at the same time that they're talking about these problems, we also see that Ripple's XRP might be the next crypto in the futures market, but at the same time giving it a greater foothold or a greater sense of authority in the crypto sphere. Even though it's not a decentralized crypto, it's gaining momentum, it's gaining a foothold. And so what does all this mean if we look at Ripple has this glaring problem that they are not being adopted by these banks that potentially at this moment could move to tokenize their own systems and remove Ripple from the playing field. But what does that what is the likelihood of that happening? Ripple's really done a good job of being one of the innovators in the space to really set a precedent for how these tokens can be used with the older financial systems. So for the bankers to then think that they could step in and do it just as well is kind of ludicrous. And not to say it won't be done, and I'm sure some of the big banks and big names in the financial world will do just that. And what does that mean moving forward? How do you tokenize something that is a fiat? That was a ludicrous system to try to pair, right? And so we're starting to approach what looks like the potential for who would be the real innovator and leader in this space is someone who can set not only a fair use and fair foundation across all world economies for the use and utility of tokenization, but also setting a reality for the limiting use of fiat. Because at a certain point right now, we have to admit any government that's printing money can just print as much fiat as they want and buy in and gain as much cryptocurrency as they want to maintain their financial dominance, their consolidation of wealth and power. What we need to be aware of in these situations is that the people making money want to maintain control. And what happens if you take away their resemblance of control? Well, they're going to lash out like a scared, frightened animal cornered in a pushed into a back corner. They're going to lash out, their claws and teeth will come out, and it's about to be a full fight, a full-on war, a monetary war in a sense. And you have so many different players now. You have the governments trying to figure out how to tokenize fiats, which fiats are trash anyway. You have people like Ripple doing pre-mined coins to try to find a bridge between fiats and cryptos, and then we have true cryptos over here trying to say like, look guys, we're setting certain limited amounts of coins, we're creating value that needs to be respected because it's actually real value, we're not just printing it out of nothing. And then fiat's over here saying, no, you're printing value out of nothing. And it's like, wait, that's what you're doing, fiat? This is crazy. So I don't remember exactly how it went, but I saw Black Panther last night. I really liked it. It was great. And one of the quotes at the end of the movie was, in a time of stress, a wise man builds bridges and a fool builds barriers. And it looks, I don't want to say for sure that Ripple's the wise man of the group, but they are building bridges, and that's for sure. They're definitely building bridges. Shout out to Ripple for building bridges. Shout out to everyone who paid attention and watched this stuff evolve, coming through years of hard work. I mean, these people have been working for years to put this token together and to benefit the people involved in it. And all I've done is sit here and wait for my money to come back in a greater amount. So honestly, I can't complain too much if they don't have a return. If they do have a return, I am only here just sharing information, trying to keep my head above water about what's happening with this fiat meets crypto money battle. And for the most part, I think there's so much potential in this space. I'm often not worried, but just happy that people are taking the time to put the energy and effort in. So thanks for watching this video. Thanks for chiming in. If you have any comments or if you have any questions, I'd love to hear them, answer them, or I'd love to at least hear some of your hate. If you're a mad hater and you watch this whole video hating me, congrats to you. That's a lot of hate that you bundled up there. So share some in the comments. Just let it out, bro. Just let it out. Okay, thanks for watching this video. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just here sharing this information with you guys. If you haven't already, click subscribe. Just click that subscribe button down here, support the channel. Click that like button, smash the like button in the bottom of the video, and I'll see you next time. Have a great day.
Brought to you.